Yo, what is up guys, Amos here with another YouTube video, and in today's video I'm asking tips from every single type of player in every rank apart from bronze. So bronze is excluded just because bronze players are kind of bots and we don't really need tips from them, but we have got tips from every rank. So let's get into today's video. But don't forget to check out our exchange if you want to buy Rocket League items for the cheapest prices possible. You can also use code AIM to help support me, and go to their website with the link in the description below, and you can also see the discount code there. So first question I have is, what tips would you have for other players higher or lower rank than you, just in general?
I would say you should know how to do the half flip because it's really important in games if you need to do a quick 180. And yeah, it's just overall pretty good, a pretty good tip.
So half flip, very needed. You're saying it's a very good mechanic. So
Yes.
what other, like, for rotation? What tips do you have for rotation? If you know what rotation is.
I would say just simply, I'm not really sure.
It's okay if you don't really know much about rotation. I can ask a different question. So for defending, what would you have for that? If you
I
know.
would say it's important to do the basic aerial, and if the ball comes fast, the fast aerial.
So you need to do aerials when defending and stuff
Yes.
like that. So what tips do you have for attacking, like scoring goals?
I would say power shot is the most useful, and dribbles.
Can you dribble as a silver, or is it hard?
It's kind of hard, but I'm not. I can kind of do it.
Alright, so for attacking, you just need to dribble, power shots. Do you think power shots are very helpful in your rank?
Yes, they are because the enemies find it hard to aerial sometimes, and
Alright,
yes.
alright. So what tips would you have for other players in general for mechanics? Like, what mechanics should they learn?
Well, with mechanics, really, like, I think the main thing to learn just to get out of gold, really, is just make sure your aerials are down and then try work on backboard reads, stuff like that.
And what tips do you have for rotation?
Learning wave dashes is quite helpful for rotation.
What tips for defending do you have?
Make sure you're focused on the ball, as it's coming towards you.
Do you use ball cam when you do that?
Yeah, use ball cam.
And what tips for attacking?
Make sure you communicate well with your teammates.
And what if you're playing
And
ones?
If you're playing ones, make sure that you're trying to predict where the ball's gonna go.
And do you ever dribble in gold, or do power shots or anything like that?
Yeah, dribbling.
What tips would you have for other players to do with mechanics?
Well, I started off saying about fast aerials.
Yeah.
That's because in Plat, people spend more time up in the air. And yeah, also I decided to do flicks because they're usually in Plat, they're really good at rotation, defending. So it's always good to have a flick to avoid them, really. Dribbles, because the same reason as flicks. And I put maybe pinches, because usually if you have to set up, it's always good to pinch into the goal.
Alright, and next up is, what tips for rotation do you have?
I said to picture like a noughts and crosses board. So when you're playing twos, if your teammate is attacking, then keep more to the right and then further down. So if the enemy steals the ball, you'll be prepared to take it back.
Alright, and next up is, what tips for defending?
With defending, I said go to the opposite side of the attacker, and then from the furthest post from the attacker, move into the goal. So you can always save the ball.
Alright, and finally, what tips for attacking?
When attacking, I tried to say keep possession of the ball as much as possible, whether that's dribbling, air dribbling, and if you can do that.
What tips would you have for other players with mechanics?
Mechanics. if they're like mainly based on mechanics, then just play the game more instead of just grinding free play and stuff like that.
And what mechanics do you
just-
suggest, like, for them to learn?
Just like dribbling. They probably know air dribbles, but yeah, just dribbling and power shots.
All right. And next up is, what tips do you have for rotation?
If your teammate goes like out, you just rotate back into net. It's
Alright.
just the best thing.
So basically, circle around.
Yeah,
And what tips do you have for defending?
shadow, biggest one.
Shadow defense. Could you
Yeah.
explain what that is to the viewers?
Just like follow where your opponent's going, but like mirror their actions.
Okay. And finally, what tips for attacking do you have?
Always try and find like a spot where your opponent will be more difficult for them to get to.
So an awkward position. Something like
Yeah.
that. What tips would you have for other players, mechanics wise?
Mechanic wise, starting mechanics wise, I would probably work on like air dribbles and stuff, because like that would help improve with car control and stuff, and like adding like little like tornado spins to it. So like mostly like going to training, like custom training, create a training pack, and doing air dribbles and learning new mechanics.
What tips for rotation do you have?
For rotation, the rotation I am currently using right now is like one person like pushes forward with the ball, and like some a person will be like kind of like in like middle area of the field. So like in case like they bomb it up, we're not all the way like at the enemy's goal, so like they don't get an open net. But yeah, that's basically my rotation.
What tips for defending do you have?
For defending, a lot of situations happen in the corner area of your goal. So like a way to defend that would probably be like be patient, like wait for them to like kind of lose control of the ball, but not really. Just be patient and try to go for a good angle to get a good 50 off the ball.
What tips for attacking do you have?
For attacking, there are kind of different ways. Like you could work on angle shots, you could work on power shots, like you can make custom training packs again for doing power shots and angle shots. And yeah, that's basically it.
Just so you guys know, the GC didn't have a mic, so this is like the best I can do. We messaged him and we got some answers. So you can read through this, and these are all the stuff you need to read through. So I've asked the questions there, so go check that out. But don't forget to check out the GC's YouTube channel. It's just Skith, his Discord profile picture and his name, basically his YouTube channel. Go check him out. He makes some cool montages on Rocket League, so go check him out. What tips do you have mechanics wise for other players?
For other players and for lower ranks, I would recommend like the most important mechanics to me are half flips and wave dashes at those ranks. If you can get consistent double touches, I also like to do those a lot. I think those are some of the best mechanics, especially at lower ranks where like the backboard is a lot more open, and like these recovery mechanics are really good in lower ranks.
And what tips for rotation do you have?
For rotation, just try and work as an always flowing constant circle with the other two teammates. Try not to cut your teammates off. Give them their own personal space always. Sometimes like if you have to like cut them off, you got to learn the right rotation. It kind of flows as like a 1, 2, 3 system. and you just got to go for it when it's your time to go for it. Try not to cut off your teammates a lot.
What tips for defending do you also have?
For defending, I'd say one of the most important parts of defending is keeping a lot of boost control, and same for attacking, just all around. But if you have 0 boost in net, you'll obviously not have a lot, like a good chance of saving it. Over even like just having one small 12, you have a much greater chance. I'd say positioning, as well as like that kind of ties into your rotation defensively. If your positioning is good, then you shouldn't have a trouble like making the actual saves. But there's a lot of like training packs and stuff that you can do for the actual saves of it. But I would learn keeping boost, making sure that you're never on 0, that you're staying consistently moving, and then just having good position to where you can make the save.
What tips for attacking do you have?
For attacking, a lot of attacking once you get up into higher ranks are a lot of breaking down the other team in your rotation, to where a lot of goals are just tap-ins or just nice shots. I would practice a lot of just mechanics in free play and training to get like used to like hitting like nice aerial shots when you need to. But a lot of the goals are just like I said, tap-ins. So I would work on your rotation more and just getting it to where you can put a nice shot into the corner to put it past the defense.
If you guys did enjoy this video and want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe and click the like button, because it really does help the channel out tremendously, more than you could ever imagine. But yeah, that was it for today's video. Hope you did enjoy, and comment in the description and the comments below which rank helped you the most. Was it the Supersonic Legend? Was it the Silver? Tell me in the comments below. But see you guys in the next one. Peace out.